Is the best cryptocurrency in the world. At least that's what one person thinks. We're going to talk about why they think this, what Charles Hoskinson is saying about the state of the crypto market, and what the future of ADA Cardano looks like. Already a top 10 crypto. Many people have strong opinions about Cardano and where it could go from here. Of course, the price recently has been coming down significantly, but you can look at this from a couple different angles. One, the entire market is already down. And the way I like to look at it is this provides us a ton of opportunities to look at high conviction assets. And Cardano might be one of those for you. It is for me. Now, Yevhen Karpenko, who will tell you about who he is and why he's relevant, explains why Cardano is the best cryptocurrency in the world. And it's pretty fascinating to see what he has to say here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Really helps us out. Would really appreciate that. And let's dive right in. Let's not waste any time. So Karpenko is a community manager for DeFi investing platform DeFi Yield. And he explained why he believes that ADA is, quote, the best cryptocurrency in the world. So before we get into that, back in early February of this year, Kraken Intelligence, of course, Kraken, a huge centralized exchange, really made some great waves here in the last year and a half. It's a research arm for Kraken, and they released a 42-page, highly impressive research report titled Cardano, a new generation in smart contract platform design. This, of course, had a lot of great things to say about Cardano, and Cardano was part of the ICO craze, right? The initial coin offering craze back in 2017 following the network's launch. It rose to prominence and then it's went through a ton of ups and downs, right? Some just brutal markets, and it's going through it again. Historically, Cardano's been hit really hard in bear markets, but during bull markets, it's outperformed a lot of the top assets. Now, it says here, importantly, Cardano is very much a value-driven project, emphasizing community governance, academic peer review, and the importance of high assurance programming. And this is getting into what was said from Karpenko, again, that community manager for DeFi investing platform DeFi Yield. He goes on to say Cardano's values have noticeably directed the project's development and design decisions. And as a result, the blockchain looks like it has been designed with the purpose and standards of providing decentralized global financial infrastructure rather than only focusing on providing a good web experience. And by the way, this is one of the reasons why Cardano's founder, Charles Hoskinson, left Ethereum, because he thought in this way and not just providing a great web experience, kind of like Ethereum and Vitalik Buterin think. So we continue here. Cardano saw a massive uptick in adoption starting late 2020 and throughout the course of 2021, where it eventually set its all-time high. We talked a lot about ADA last summer, and then it set its all-time high last fall. Cardano underwent exponential growth in nearly every adoption metric listed, both looking at on-chain and off-chain. There are now nearly 3 million wallets. 3 million wallets on the network, which is good for about a 1,400% annual growth, and over 1 million delegated wallets. This is something we often don't look enough at, right? We always get caught looking at charts and prices and price action. We often overlook what's actually happening on the network and how many applications are being built. Cardano now has over 1,100 of those. That's a ton compared to some of its competitors. Now, yesterday, Karpenko explained why he believes that ADA is the best cryptocurrency. He goes on to say, a higher degree of decentralization. The network becomes increasingly decentralized because everyone can become a node validator. He also says Cardano is the best cryptocurrency out there because they're more environmentally friendly than many of the top cryptos. Cardano is one of the most environmentally friendly blockchain systems. Of course, it being proof of stake helps with that. In a 2021 interview with Forbes, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, claimed that Cardano is 1.6 million times more energy efficient than Bitcoin. Now, that may not ring to you, but it certainly rings to the regulators and the people at the top. Number 4, peer-reviewed network. The Cardano team works closely with academics to generate peer-reviewed research to guide blockchain development. What does that mean? Well, being a previous academic, I understand all too well about peer-reviewed research. It goes through rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds of people looking at your work, analyzing it, constructively criticizing it before it gets implemented. So many people like this because when Cardano rolls something out, it's been looked and checked by a lot of different people. Now, the other thing that people say, and with this particular person here that we've been talking about, I forgot his name here. What the heck was his name? Karpenko. The other thing Karpenko says here, lastly, but maybe even more importantly, cheap gas fees. Right now, Cardano's been called one of the Ethereum killers, right, or main competitors to Ethereum. We'll say that in the smart contract space. And one of the big things that people don't like about Ethereum is paying extremely high taxes and gas fees. But Cardano is much, much cheaper. Additionally, the proof of stake model allows Cardano to offer nominal transaction fees on its network compared to its competitors. The average cost of a transaction on Cardano costs around 0.1 ADA, which equates to a couple of cents. Compare this to the price of Ethereum at roughly $15 per transaction. Well, you're saving a lot of money by transacting on Cardano rather than Ethereum. But of course, there's a reason why Ethereum is costing so much. It's because they have so much of the market share and there's just more transactions happening there. But Cardano's figured out a way, again, being a proof of stake model all along, to have cheap transactions all the way through. Now, Ethereum has moved to proof of stake, so that should help, but Cardano's already there and have been there. So these are just a few reasons why so many people are bullish on Cardano. And I'll end it with this. Charles Hoskinson, their founder, said this, and I like this just to end the video here. He says, it's a tough market. The stock markets are down $9 trillion. The crypto markets don't seem to be immune to that. But you know, I've been through 7 boom and bust cycles in the last 8 years. So we've gotten pretty used to it. We've gotten used to the volatility. But the fundamentals of Cardano are still very strong. And they've always have been. So keep that in mind, right? The market will ebb and flow, but look at the fundamentals. Look at what's being built. Look at what is happening on chain and the development that's happening on Cardano. And do that with everything you look at, by the way, right? It should help make better decisions in the long run. So thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll talk to you in the next.